This robot worked for 11 months, 10 hours a day, inside a real BMW factory. It placed over 90,000 metal parts with 0.2-inch precision. It contributed to the production of more than 30,000 vehicles. This video from Figure isn't a demo, but during that same period, the company's CEO was presenting a completely different narrative to the public. And when Fortune magazine questioned it, things spiraled quickly. If all of this sounds confusing, you're in the right place, because it is. We can't understand Figure 03 without first understanding Figure 02. If you're ready, let's get into Figure robots. Some people call Figure 02 the Optimus killer. And here's why. Optimus dances on stage, records videos, looks impressive. It has pure showman energy. But Figure acted like a business professional. It quietly stepped onto BMW's production line. While Optimus was still taking the stage, Figure 02 had already started working. What it actually did, a single task, but don't underestimate it. It picked up a metal panel with both hands and placed it into a fixture with 0.2-inch precision. The margin for error was almost zero. In this industry, it's easy to say something works. Everyone shoots videos. Everyone does demos. What makes Figure 02 different is this. It stood on a real production line, under real time pressure, side by side with humans. And it didn't fail. In the end, we can define Figure 02 not just as a machine, but as a focused professional. Figure 02 is 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs around 154 pounds, essentially an average human build. Figure's claim is this: don't design the world for robots, design robots for the world. Visually, unlike other robots, it has no exposed cables hanging outside. Its hands are the most critical component, 16 degrees of freedom, compared to 27 in a human hand. So it's not a full human hand, but it's one of the most advanced we've seen in an industrial robot so far. It's not just an arm driven by an algorithm. Thanks to its collaboration with OpenAI, it can actually understand what's happening around it. It can detect when it makes a mistake and correct it, and it can interact naturally with humans in the same environment. So instead of being a robot that simply executes commands, it behaves more like an intelligent assistant working in sync with its teammates. In April 2025, the partnership with OpenAI ended. So the question became, what intelligence is controlling those hands now? Figure made a decision. It would build its own brain. After months of development, the resulting software was named Helix. In other words, Figure 02 can be seen as having lived with two different brains. So what did this second brain actually bring? After long development work, Helix reached a simple principle: see, understand, act. In the old system, a robot would first see, then think, then move. 3 separate steps. On a factory line, that delay was a disaster. But the real difference is this: you don't need to teach Helix every object. It can figure out a box it has never seen before, or a tool it has never encountered on its own. Traditional industrial robots can't do this. Every new object requires stopping the factory and reprogramming the system. Helix effectively ended that era. A free software needed a free body, and that body wasn't Figure 02 anymore. It had to be the new Figure 03. Time magazine named Figure 03 one of the best inventions of 2025. Why? Because for the first time, a robot managed to behave like a human in an unprogrammed environment, with unprogrammed objects, by thinking. Factories are predictable. Same parts, same positions, same movements. But a home is chaos. It changes every day. Messy desks, socks on the floor, glass cups, paper cups. A robot has to distinguish all of that. Figure 03 was designed exactly for this. Its fingertips can detect as little as 0.1 ounce of force, enough to hold an egg without breaking it. There are no cables. It simply docks itself into a charging station. It's covered in soft materials because homes include children, elderly people, and fragile objects. The difference from Figure 02 is this. Figure 02 already knew what to do in advance. Figure 03, on the other hand, uses Helix to figure out what to do when it encounters something it has never seen before. The goal: entering selected homes by the end of 2026. From factory to home, from metal to textiles, from programmed motion to real autonomy. This is Figure's journey. So, who is behind all of this? Who builds these robots? Who funds them? And how big is this company really? Figure AI was founded in 2022 by Brett Adcock. He had already founded, scaled, and sold 2 companies before. Now, he has a much bigger ambition: integrating millions of robots into the global workforce. The company has received investments from names like Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Jeff Bezos. In 2024, it raised $675 million, and in 2025, more than $1 billion in funding followed. The company's valuation is around $39 billion, higher than Ford Motor Company and Spotify, despite generating very little revenue so far. That valuation isn't based on today's revenue, it's a bet on tomorrow's potential. But a $39 billion bet always comes with friction. In robotics, companies aren't selling the present, they're selling the future. The simplest example of this is the Fortune incident. After Brett Adcock posted in February 2025, claiming that robots were working heavy hours at a BMW factory, Fortune began investigating the claim. A BMW spokesperson responded, "It's a single robot, doing practice runs outside production hours." At the time, Adcock was raising around $1.5 billion in funding, and the situation escalated into a public back and forth over how the work was being framed. Adcock responded by pushing the narrative further, putting the robots into more visible real-world operation and logging over 1,250 hours of activity. In reality, both sides had a point, but Adcock was presenting something that was still emerging, as if it were already fully established. Fortune didn't back down. Still, the outcome didn't change. By September 2025, the company secured over $1 billion in new funding at a $39 billion valuation. In the end, Adcock won. So, what are investors actually paying for? What they see or what they're being told? This question doesn't just apply to Figure. It applies to the entire humanoid robotics industry. Tesla's Optimus appears on stage, but there are claims that many of those robots are actually being remotely controlled by humans during demonstrations. Everyone is painting the best possible picture. Everyone is making the biggest possible claim. Figure's numbers may be real, but the narrative built around those numbers often goes several layers beyond reality. Capital is flowing into this sector. Labor policies are shifting. Governments are making decisions, all based on these stories. Asking the right questions is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. No matter how much robots try to take over the workforce, the ones ultimately overseeing them will still be humans. Don't forget to check out my other videos and subscribe to stay updated on new ones. Stay free.